I believe that you are manipulating the language to push another agenda. And I'm going to say this because as a woman here in America, and I'm Black, I don't feel that my rights are not equal. I don't feel that I'm not being protected. And, I see that border and I see women coming to this country in droves. So there is no way that you can tell me that women do not have equal rights, because in this country, we know that there are laws. We know that there are things in place that will allow a woman to get ahead, that will allow a woman to be successful in this country. And this is about manipulating the language to push another agenda, and it's going to hurt our children.
Vanessa, what's the agenda? What's the agenda so that our guests can respond?
Okay. The agenda is this. When you say that you want to protect and you use the word sex, that there are people out here now claiming that there is more than two sexes when we know that it's just man and woman. But now we have this, there's like 2,000 genders now. And so that's the agenda that you're trying to push. Now, if it's about sex, say male or say female, but you don't say that. You leave it so vague to where it allows all of this other stuff to come in.
Okay, I'll leave it there and let both respond. Linda Coberly, do you want to go first?
So the word sex is actually the same word that's used in many of the laws that the caller was referring to. The word sex is the word that's used in Title IX. It's used in Title VII. It's the same concept, and it's a concept, the meaning of which is worked out in the courts. And that's what always happens with constitutional amendment. Our Constitution is a set of principles. It's not a set of specific laws. And then what happens is that the Constitution is interpreted by the courts. We already have a lot of case law out there about what the word sex means. This isn't any different from what does the word free speech mean? That's vague. What is the word religion? That too is vague. The fact that we're using a general term, sex, is because that's the kind of thing we're doing. We're adopting a principle in the Constitution. The other thing I wanted to mention is that it is certainly true that there are a lot of laws and things that exist today that protect the ability of women to get ahead. I agree with that completely. And a lot of the laws have changed since the 1970s for the better. And let me give one example. In the 1970s, many states had laws that said that if there was a child custody debate, the mother got custody, presumptively. Now we have laws that say the court looks at the best interest of the child. Many times that will be the mother, but the child is first. The child is the most important. And I think that's a good change. What that's required, what that kind of change has done is require our lawmakers to get more specific about the problems that they're trying to solve and not make generalizations about men or women or anyone else. We want our laws to be fair and the problems they're trying to solve, and not to make generalizations about characteristics of people, whether that's race or religion or sex.
Hey, Thomas.
I want to say I'm so thankful that you haven't, that the caller has not experienced any discrimination based on her sex. From one black woman to another, that is amazing that you've gone your entire life and have not had that. So I appreciate and laud that. But my concern is for those women out there who don't have that experience, who are discriminated against on a regular basis, who are making less than their male counterpart for doing the exact same work. For that LGBTQ individual who's being attacked because of who they are. That's why we need the Equal Rights Amendment. We need the Equal Rights Amendment to make sure everyone is treated equally under the law and they're protected against discrimination because of who they are.